Hello everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Demigods Edition. Finally, after what seems like forever. How are you guys all doing?
Good. Slightly recovered from E3.
Slightly recovered? Did you enjoy E3?
It was a blast. I had such a good time at this E3. And I got to interview some really, really cool people.
I saw one of your interviews.
Yeah.
Jealous.
First I got to interview, not first, but one of the more applicable video game things was I interviewed John DiMaggio, who's the voice of like Bender and Futurama and a few other really important things, Nolan North, and Troy Baker, all of whom are really like kind of the golden children of video game voiceover. So that was pretty cool. And it got out of control. Like, I could not control those three in the interview. All they did was banter back and forth in different voices and characters and stuff.
That's
so good. That was crazy and cool. But the coolest for me, which took a lot for me not to like just totally fangirl out during the interview, was I got to interview Donald Glover and Danny Pudi from Community. Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino. And actually, it's funny because he's probably like what most people were excited for. But I was most excited for Danny Pudi because I've always had this theory that we would be BFFs in real life. So.
Were you BFFs when you hung out with him?
Totally. For like 20 minutes, we were BFFs.
Nice.
It was amazing.
That was the one interview I did see.
I think my husband might have just gotten home and is trying to get into my apartment. So give me one moment while you guys talk about the rest of E3.
Also, Neal, you got a sex change. Can you change over?
Yeah, I forgot to move things around earlier before the show.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to switch them. So Jen and Steph, you guys finally got to announce the project you were working on.
Nope, not Steph.
Nope. Okay, I lied.
Nope.
Jen, you finally got to announce the project you were working on.
People always think we announce things. Like, they thought I was on the crew, but I was just repping there, and she's repping Far Cry 4, but not. That is not the secret project.
Well, you guys are always together everywhere, so I just kind of naturally assumed you're working on the same projects and living in the same house.
And my project is Rainbow Six.
Nice.
Rainbow Six. Not fitting on headset, but yes.
Yeah. Cool. E3 sounds like fun. And we'll all be at Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Excellent. Well, I guess that's... Is there anything else we need to discuss beforehand, or should we jump straight into the game?
No. Except Rainbow Six. Whee! For real, like, I feel so good being able to talk about it. It's been like a year and a half that I've been like struggling to keep it all inside, and I've been like...
Ooh, poor you. It's been 5 years for me.
Wow. 5 years?
Yeah.
On Far Cry 4?
Whatever.
No, my project hasn't been announced.
Oh, that's right. You were just working on Far Cry 4, but you still have a secret one.
5 years.
Well, wow. Four.
Still, that's... I couldn't imagine working on something for 4 years and not being able to tell anyone about it. Well, let's tell everyone what we're doing, and that is you guys have this mega bear that you've enraged, inflamed, creative. Let's recap what happened last time because it's been a while. Last time we left the party, they came into this bandit camp. You guys you killed the previous bandit leader, interposed yourself. Well, actually interposed Steph, also known as Arcas, as the new bandit leader. Freed the women who were there in servitude, and went down to go find the treasure of these bandits who had stolen the golden egg. And down in the treasure chamber, there were two bears chained to the sides of the treasure chamber, and the box in the middle that had the golden egg on it. You tried to bring the golden egg to you, but it rolled towards one of the bears, who then promptly ate it, strangely enough. The bear grew disproportionate and wild and crazy, and now he is, like 30 feet long, 40 feet long, covered in black and white spots and splotches and grays, and has giant burning eyes. He's not a panda.
We've been over this, Neal.
And
black,
massive
white,
claws.
Bear, panda.
Black and white does not equate to panda. What if you had a black bear that just had like a white stripe down it, or like a white spot on it? That doesn't make it a panda bear. If it was a panda bear, it wouldn't be so ferocious. It'd be cuddly and cute.
Just like Hogu. He's Hogu. He's Panda.
I don't know what to do with you, Anna.
It is a panda, Neil. You cannot stop us.
So the bandit camp broke up and fled the giant bear. It was like 40 feet tall. And you guys retreated temporarily. And I think we waited until the next day. And now you guys are still going to go try and find that golden egg that the bear has eaten.
I had messaged you my spells, right? Do you still have them, Neil?
Somewhere.
For the next day. Because I did email you different spells.
Well, then I have them somewhere.
Okay, I'll re-paste it to you so that we're safe.
Yes, I have
I'm
them.
looking at my spells.
I have your spells right in here.
Okay.
Right. Did I give you spells?
Possibly.
I don't think I did.
Probably
I think
not.
I need new ones. So I will choose some and send them to you momentarily.
Is it too late to change? I want to change.
No, this is the next day. You've already woken up, right? Yeah, fuck it. Change your spells. I don't remember where we are exactly.
So the night before we go to sleep, I say, "Hey, family, as we prepare to track and kill this bear, should I get more offensive fighting type spells, or should I get something to armor us or try to do detection or jumping or anything like that?"
Do you guys feel like we should just try to rest up for a day and just try to track it? Just follow it while trying not to get involved for a day?
Well, I mean, do we need to heal up?
Yes. I think Arcas is very hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you hurt, Arcas?
Oh, blame me. Yeah, half HP.
Cool. So you guys are gonna hang out and wait, right?
We're gonna be looking to track the bear, I feel. The panda bear.
Yeah. So I guess to
Not
be
a
more
panda.
clear, I can pick something like magic missile where I can attack, or I could do something like illusion or whatever it's called, where phantasmal force, where I create an illusion so we could try to like trap the bear or move it wherever we wanted or distract it or something.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So Neil, I'll send you my spells then.
Excellent.
I sent my spells and I have learned something while reading it, so I'm excited. So, let's start
why
with-
did you send me 5? You normally only send me 4.
Oh, did I send you? Oops. Well, remove one horizon.
Orison.
I only get 2 spells, right?
You get 2. Yeah.
Sorry.
Wizards are a little weak in the beginning, but they quickly grow to be wildly overpowered. Okay, so you've slept that night. The next morning comes, and you set out to track the bear.
I'm gonna 4 times Orison heal Arcas.
So that means you didn't memorize the light spell?
Yeah. I said no, because each Orison is 1
Oh.
health spells.
Right.
And I counted that it's actually equal to my healing spell of level 1.
It is 1/2 point weaker than your level 1 healing spell.
Well, not really, because the level 1 healing spell is like 1d8.
Yeah,
the
so
odds are I will get 4. So
4.5.
Orison,
4.5 on average, yeah.
Well, I still like that Orison gives me a little bit more diversity if something happens.
No, Orison's great. It's a lovely spell.
So, taking it a
A
lot.
lovely spell.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's more reliable, you know?
Yeah.
Lower
Yes.
average, but you know what you're getting with it. Yeah? PS?
Yeah.
Hilariously, if you look at Roll20, a lone bear is just hanging out in our Roll20 map.
Yeah,
Chilling.
I left the one bear there. I removed everything else.
Oh, you did?
Very intentional.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Well, that was smart and entertaining.
Also,
Good job,
by the
Neil.
way, for those of you who are curious about this panda bear nonsense, no, we got a message that shows lots of pictures of bears with white chests that are black. Black bears,
Yeah.
white chests. They're not panda bears. They exist. Not a
But
panda.
this one's a panda.
No, it's
Sure, Neil.
not a panda. Let me
I'm
just double
sure
check.
such bears exist.
Let's see. Priest memorize the number of individual orisons up to 3, plus 1 per level, up to a maximum of 9. La 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 la. Okay. All right. So it takes you 4 minutes to cast your Orisons because you cast one.
Yep.
So you've healed Steph for how many are you using on Arcas?
1 Orison times, so 4 HP total.
Okay, so you're just using the 4. Got it.
Yeah. Is she max now?
No.
Whatever. Is it out of character to ask how much more she needs?
How are you feeling? How many points of
Yeah,
feeling
because
do you have?
also, anyway, in Orison I can split them, so I would do 1. Are you feeling okay now?
Yeah, it's very easy,
Feeling
like
okay now?
to use how many ever you need. Go ahead and ask her how much
Okay,
HP.
so I will use 2 more tiny Orison things out of 4. So now
So
she's
you
full.
use only 2?
Yeah, because now you're max. No, I
So
used
now-
4, and then I used 2 from another because I took it many times.
So 6 points. How much
Yeah.
are you up? Okay, I don't remember. I should not be talking.
So I get rid of 1 Orison and half of 1.
Okay.
Okay, full health, ready to party.
My name is Rob, and I like to party.
All right. So you guys start tracking the bear the next day, which is a fairly easy task to do because this is a huge creature that's just like
How big
run
is
off.
it?
It's like 40 feet long.
That's not what he said.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's move
40
on.
feet long? That,
ridiculous.
like standing up?
End to end,
Like
If-
nose to butt.
nose to butt, 40 feet. It's
So
huge.
if it stands up, it's probably like 50 feet tall.
55, 60. I don't know. We'll see.
So to put that in context, what is something that is about 60 feet tall?
A 6-story building.
That's giant.
Yes.
Our egg is in that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, he's gonna poop it.
Take a giant bear poop and we're gonna go digging through it for
I'm a believer.
Eric.
If we find poop, Neil, by the way, we are looking for humongous poops.
I'll let
Yes.
you know if you come across any humongous poops.
Thank you very much.
You
we're
know,
specifically looking for them, like we're smelling
Yeah.
for them and
I
like,
think this is the only time in D&D I've ever had to be like, all right, well, when does this creature poop? How often does this creature poop? I've never had to deal with this issue before.
Are you gonna roll for poop?
I will know when the creature poops.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm gonna pull out the wooden dice for this one.
you guys, as a side note, while he's doing the dice thing, I had this crazy experience because I went over and hung out with Neil in his actual house, and I got to see the room he's sitting in as like a real life room instead of
How
just
is
as
it?
the background from his stream. It was cool. It's a cool room, but it's really weird when you're used to looking at someone's stream background and all of a sudden, because I walked into the room, I'm like, oh, this is a nice room, and then I was like, wait, I know this room. Where have I been here before? And it's because I saw all the stuff behind Neil. I was like, oh, Neil's house is cool.
Thank you.
I wish I would have seen the old one.
The old one was nice. This
The one I've
was
seen
less
like
nice,
so many times.
but more interesting. Anyway,
Your house is cool. Anyway, okay, yeah, sorry. Do you
so you guys start walking, tracking this bear. Very easy. There's a large swath of destruction. There's, stepped on creatures left and right. There's
No.
trees knocked down everywhere. It's pretty obvious where this bear's gone. And you start following him into the forest. Let's take a look at our handy dandy map. Blah, blah, blah. You guys were near Brooksong. You crossed to the other side. You've moved out into the forest. And you wander about for a day. 4 hours later, 5 hours later, you come across this huge bear. Just like curled up into a little ball, kind of passed out. Looks like he's taking a big bear nap. And by little ball, I really mean a massive ball.
a massive, like, 60-foot.
So,
Yeah, but he's
can we
curled into
say-
like a sleeping position.
Oh,
he's-
is he cute?
It's kind of adorable until you hear his like
Aw.
sleeping breathing noises, which sound like cuddly bears, but at like a huge decibel. So
But
it's
not
loud
his
and
fault
terrifying.
He became a mega scary bear.
No, but he's got these sharp pointing teeth, and there's like drool dripping down while he's sleeping that's mixed with blood of whatever he recently eaten. There's a couple of elk lying about. There's some, like a antlers stuck in his teeth that he just never bothered to remove.
It's still kind of adorable. Like if you'd see a giant lion sleeping, it would still be cute.
Sure.
Dangerous creatures sleeping.
I'll let you decide what's cute and what's not cute, but yeah.
Oh, well, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna like try to kill it? Because I don't know if we can even when it's sleeping.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think you can,
Also-
Arcas? You're kind of boss.
I don't know. I have no idea.
should we just keep tracking it and hope that it just poops the egg out and gets to a normal size?
Well, considering that we are doing this for the good of humanity, should we be worried that the bear may injure other humans if we allow it to continue traipsing around?
Well, also, if we die for the good of humanity, it's not that much better, because then we cannot do any more good, right?
That's true.
And then we actually failed at protecting them from the bear.
As you guys are having this discussion, you hear this melody coming from behind you. The way that you arrived here, and it's accompanied by this person singing. It's kind of a wordless tune, but it's a seemingly nice stringed instrument that he's playing and humming and singing along with it.
And
You
he's,
can't
like,
see a
coming towards
person.
us.
Yeah, but it's coming from behind you and it's getting a little bit louder, but you can't see anything yet.
We should stop them from making noise. It's gonna wake up the bear.
Yeah, let's go warn them. Let's run.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
So we quietly run toward the noise.
You fall back for a little bit and come across this elf who's dressed in, really nice clothes. He's got this golden necklace dangling down. He's got an acoustic guitar that he's playing. I guess there's no such thing as an electric guitar. So a guitar he's playing as he is just kind of walking down this swath of destruction that the bear came through.
I'm gonna speak in Elvish and say, "Be careful! Please stop playing your music."
He pauses and turns his long brown-haired head towards you, trying to give
do this.
descriptions and I'm not sure how to do it. And you see at his side a scimitar and a whip and kind of like dangling off of his back a small crossbow.
Ooh, what are you doing here? You seem very equipped. And then I do this.
He finishes off the notes of whatever song he's playing and walks right up to you, Emma.
Yeah.
You're an elf, right?
Yeah.
He kind of bows and kisses your hand and says, "My dear, I am Samal Bathel, and I am here to sing of this massive creature that has been spotted in the woods. I would love to write a song about him."
You are here to slay it?
Sing about it. I
Sing
wish to
about it.
observe the creature and create a song about its monstrosity.
Did your Elvish get a little rusty there?
Then we are all on the same quest, my friend. We actually wanted to observe the said creature, so I guess we can team up and observe it.
Perhaps, he says. And then he starts playing his guitar again. Another
But be
song.
careful, it's right there. You might wake it up. It's sleeping right now.
He stops, tosses the guitar over his shoulder while it's on a cord and sits next to his crossbow, and he starts creeping forward quietly.
Do you speak common?
"I do," he replies in common.
Oh, here are my friends, actually my family. Here is Arcas, the grape. And,
Looks over, gives you a nod, Arcas.
And Adea, the beautiful.
"Charmed,"
I give him a
he
deep
says.
curtsy
And he
offer him my hand.
He walks over, bows deeply, and kisses your hand, and then kind of like looks at you in the eyes for a second longer than he should as he stands up, and then returns to what he was
beam at
doing.
him.
I'm a bit disappointed because I thought we had a special elf bond. It's okay. I stay close to him, and I'm like trying to be like do 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 do.
Like what?
Like I pay attention to how I walk and like how I move my hips, and I'm trying to walk better than Yeah.
And now we find out how sisters really behave around each other.
Well, I was
I
just
don't know,
gonna
I don't
say,
have a sister.
Adea notices that and tries to like kind of walk more close to Arcas and like let them walk together
Woo.
and make him notice her.
All right, so you're gonna play second fiddle, so to speak.
Yeah. She doesn't necessarily like push his attentions away, but she doesn't like try to take them for herself.
Right. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? He's standing around. He's peering around just the edge of some trees, looking at the the big bear. He's crouched low behind it and looks back to the three of you and says, What is your purpose here? To slay the beast, as you said before? How can three, granted, attractive people deal with such a monster?
Our attractiveness is hardly what's in question, Sir Elf. However,
you have no argument there.
We have a particular set of skills that lend themselves to slaying whatever creatures may get in our way. However, we would prefer not to slay the creature. However, it has consumed something that is of great importance, and we must retrieve it. So we have hoped it may eliminate said object before we would have to go in after it.
That is not song-worthy in the slightest, he says.
No. Agreed.
I do not think that would be a song much sung at court at all. Perhaps...
It is said that the songs one sings become songs at the singing.
I actually do this as my character.
kind of... okay, yes. Yes, they...
I give him a look like, it's okay. Just go with it. I whispered this to him.
And Adea just nods as though like she said something really profound.
He turns to Arcas and says, "You, sir, are a quiet one. What did you say your name was?"
My name is Arcas.
Arcas the Silent, it seems they call you. Well, if the lot of you can slay this massive beast, I promise to write a song about you that will be sung for ages.
Would you help us?
Oh, my job for the present is simply to compose songs. I may be able to lend a small hand here, he says, patting his crossbow on his back. But it is not my job to take on a beast as grand as this.
And it is only the slaying of the beast that will impress you.
I live for the song. If you can impress us with other things, if you can do something I can write a song about, we will all be happy. I fear digging through excrement is a song that would be more likely to poke fun at you.
That is true.
Well,
it's not something we would like to be known for.
If the bear does remain dangerous, I feel like it is our duty to protect the city from it.
Well said,
so what is your
sister.
plan of action?
I would like to study it for a day because I'm not ready for battle.
Let us, study its habits and prepare for battle tomorrow. Let it be known, good bard, that we are cautious and intelligent warriors.
As she says that, I raise my sword and I'm like, I want a song about me! And I start,
And what song would you like sung about you, O mighty warrior?
I'm already walking towards the bear and I'm like, oh.
No! What? Arcas! I run after him. I'm like, no. And I try to grab his cloak and stuff, to stop him.
But there's a chance that people are going to remind me forever, not only in bars, but everywhere around the land. They're going to say, Arcas, Arcas, Arcas.
They will. You're a demigod. Of course
And
they'll
then
sing about you.
Then I go along with it and I'm doing the crowd noises. I'm like,
But we should all go
my
in
pectorals are shaking as I take it, following the crowd noise.
I do a bow, it's the end of a ceremony.
We all pose together for.
You see Somal behind you guys furiously writing down notes on this little notebook that he's brought with him.
But yes, I feel like we should do this tomorrow. I've been equipping to make sure that everyone would be ready for battle, but tomorrow I can be more useful, I feel.
All right. Well, if we're going to wait for tomorrow, perhaps some entertainment for our guest, the songster, bard, minstrel, would be in order.
I'm sorry, I missed that, Anna. It cut out for a bit. What did you say?
The dude. Samal. Our good friend.
Okay.
Yes.
So
if we are not going to be needing my services for battle, I may have something that might be songworthy to show him. but maybe we should wait until the end of the day after observing the bear.
Yeah, probably. I don't have much that could be song-worthy today.
Okay. Well, let us again return to where we were observing the bear and spend a day just learning its habits, what it does, what it eats, where it walks, what some of its weaknesses might be, and whether it may return that which it has taken from us.
Maybe we can study up what it likes to eat and then lure it somehow or distract it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys kind of hang out and watch the bear. It sleeps for another 4 hours, 5 hours, and then it gets back up onto its feet and kind of shakes off and starts pushing trees down and sniffing about looking for things. It's pretty easy to follow, although it moves quickly when it wants to. But, you know, swath of destruction, trees being knocked down left and right. It eventually comes to...
Question.
Yes?
Is 10 yards a lot or not a lot at all?
10 yards is about 10 meters.
10 yards? Oh, so we're not 10 yards from the creature.
You can roughly do a yard as a meter. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close.
Okay. So we're not at all close to it by 10 yards, right?
No. No, you're keeping a good distance on it.
Okay.
It starts pushing around things and eventually comes to a cave, which is way too small for it. The cave entrance is like 10 feet tall or something. And it starts trying to get its nose in there, sniff in, and then seems to be frustrated that it can't, and gets up on its hind legs and lets out a mighty roar. And as it does so, you know, birds take off in the trees and disappear, and the bear comes back down on both its feet and grumbles about for a bit and keeps moving on.
Oh, we can't get in his home.
Yeah.
Maybe after it poops.
Yes, the bear is just this giant pile of shit that needs to come out.
Well, maybe if the egg comes out, he'll not be an uber mega panda anymore.
That's my current assumption until proven wrong.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be that song. After the bear pooped, it got tiny again. And then Harvey rose. Blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. That's a good song.
Not really, though. And then we can slay it.
So you guys are walking around, and eventually the bear does settle down to get to do his business, as
Shit.
we should call this. And it's a sight that you politely avert your eyes for, and clothespin your noses shut, or, you know, just hold them. It's not something that man was meant to smell, or elf. A few minutes pass. Well, I guess for a bear that size, 20 minutes pass, 30 minutes pass. And eventually the bear gets up, or, you know, saunters off down down some open area between two forests, leaving behind this gargantuan something. Pile of poo.
Pile of poo.
Yeah, pile of poo.
So,
Wait.
who gets poop duty?
I don't mind. How big is the poop? Neil? Can I dive in it?
Yes, it's like 6 feet tall.
Wait. I'll make your job easier. I'm gonna use one horizon to try to find magical thing. Magic sense. If there is a persistent spell effect or magical item within 10 yards, the priest feels a recognizable tingle or sensation of some kind. I might save you some poop diving, but feel free to do it anyway.
No, now that you said that, fuck it.
Okay. Scanning for magic in the poop.
It's a very interesting use of that spell.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! As she does that, I kind of like go like this toward the bard and like, wow, look what she's doing. Look how songworthy it is.
I do it by doing this.
Yes, you feel A recognizable tingle or sensation of some kind.
Arcas! It's actually in the poop! Go dive!
Right. I run and I do my cutest in hair movement and I try to dive in it, which probably will.
Give me a dexterity check, Arcas.
That's amazing.
How giant is this pile of poop, Neil?
It's about 6 feet tall.
Shit!
Yeah.
Yuck. Ugh.
Shit indeed. Shit indeed.
Is this a D20 plus dex?
Yes, ma'am.
Man,
25.
I can't believe it's in the poop.
You do a graceful dive into the pile of poo and are immediately, you know, covered in it. Get your head out and get some more air, and you start rooting around in there. Give me a perception check.
Oh my god, I think that's really bad for me.
I feel like she gets an extra bonus points for actually being in the poop. Like,
Oh, my perception is
Instead of
so
rifling
bad.
through it.
17.
17. Okay. So you start digging around in here, and 15 minutes pass, and you've come up with a couple of hard things, but they're all like, you know, a hoof of a horse, or a bone of this animal, or there's a pine cone. But you haven't come up with any golden eggs after 15 minutes, which turns into 20.
can I try to help with my magic detection thing, or will it not
No,
help?
it does. It tells you if there is something magical within 10 yards of you, but nothing more. It doesn't give location, direction, or any other information. Just
Okay.
there might be something.
Can I
magic
try
there.
to split the poo in two big pieces? Like separate out?
She's gonna
well-
like, it's like splitting the waters, like the Jesus thing, but with poop.
Moses.
Ah, yeah. That. I just broke Anna.
That was Moses. Yes, and he
Yes, very strong in this type of